Okay, take two on this. So here's the passage from Apex Predator, and it looks like a great big gobbledygook mess. When you take a look at it, you've got right here, quarter to an eighth to a quarter rest to an eighth rest, quarter, quarter, and an eighth note, just in that first measure, and it's in 12/8 time. And you may wonder, hey, what are we even dealing with here? So one of the things that you guys should be doing when you're learning how to count is figure out how to map this onto the subdivision. So the normal subdivision, kind of just scribbled it out here, for a 12/8 time. You've got essentially 12, let's see, I started doing it longhand here, but you've got 12 eighth notes, and 12/8, there you go, 12 eighth notes in a measure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you start matching up where everything goes. So here's the pattern as it starts, and the very first note obviously comes on the downbeat, so that maps right there. But that's a quarter note, so that's worth 2/8. So there's a space there that maps to the la of beat 1, and then the li of beat 2. So if I were to count that first beat out, and 1 la li 2, 3, 4, 1 li 2, 3, 4, 1 li 2, 3, 4, 1 la li 2, 3, 4. So it's just kind of like a little pickup there. Now this quarter note here is worth 2 eighth notes, so you've got this right here, and then this eighth note maps to this one right here. So you've got 1 li 2, li 3. So it sort of skips down the measure a little bit. 1 li 2, li 3. 1 li 2, li 3. 1 la li 2, la li 3. Okay, and that's how the beat goes. So when you start going, mapping it that way, all of a sudden, the beat becomes a little bit clear. 1 li 2, li 3. 1 li 2, li 3. 1 li 2, li 3. All right, now moving on. This is where it gets a little bit funky because you've got a rest here, and it's an eighth note rest, and then the next quarter lands on the la, which is worth 2. And then here, what do you know? This one lands on beat 4. And then the li of 4, and that's a quarter note. So the fourth beat right here, beat 4, is the same as beat 1. So we already got beat 1 and 2 to release on the rest on beat 3. 1, li 2, li 3. So really the only trick is playing this beat 3, which is a little bit goofy. But when you break it down, 1 la li, 1 la li, or as it were, 3 la li 4. 3 la li 4. 3 la li 4 li 1. 3 la li 4 li 1. 3 la li 4 li 1. Okay? Now we build back up here, and we can link this to what we've already learned on beat 1, 2. 1 li 2, li 3, la li 4, li 1. 2, ready, go. 1 li 2, li 3, la li 4, li 1. Okay, so all of a sudden, it's a very upbeatish type thing, which kind of skips along pretty quickly once we beat it up, or once we speed it up. But as we beat it up through our repetitions, you'll start to find how it grooves. 1 li 2, li 3, la li 4, li 1. 2, 3 la li, go. 1 li 2, li 3, la li 4, li 1. 2, ready, go. 1 li 2, la li, sorry. 1 li 2, li 3, la li 4, li 1. 2, ready, go. 1 li 2, li 3, la li 4, li 1. 2, last time, go. 1 li 2, li 3, la li 4, li 1. Okay, nice and slow. 1 li 2, li 3, la li 4, li 1. 2 la li, ready, go la li. 1 la li, 2 la li, 3 la li, 4 li 1. 2, a little bit faster. 1 li 2, li 3 la li, 4 li 1. 2, ready, go. 1 li 2, li 3 la li, 4 li 1. 2, ready, go. 1 li 2, 4 li 1. 2, ready, go. 1 la li 2, lead, 3, lolly, 4, lead, 1, 2, ready, go. 1, lift, 2, lolly, 4, lead. See, I started running on how to count it, but once I have the groove, you know, in my mind, and I can follow the beat, you know, my brain can keep up with it faster than my counting, my verbalization can. 1, lead, 2, lolly, 3, lolly, 4, lead, 1, 2, 2, 3, go. Okay, so that's how that goes. All right, so moving on now, that second measure. Okay. Well, right here on that second measure, you can see starting at beat 2, well, look at that. That's the same as beat 4 here, and it's the same as beat 1 here. Okay, so you just have to wait for it after you play your first measure. So if I were to link the two measures together and get to beat 3, which that 8th note is beat 3, I'd be playing, starting at this measure, okay, 1, lead, 2, lead, 3, la, lead, 4, lead, 1, 2, lead, 3, 1, lead, 2, lead, 3, la, lead, 4, lead, 1, 2, lead, 3, okay, and then when you look at it, it's like, oh my gosh, well this beat 3 right here is essentially identical. Sorry. That beat 3 right there is essentially identical. Handwriting stinks. Okay. 1, lead, 2, lead, 3, la, lead, 4, lead, 1, 2, lead, 3, la, lead, 4, crash. Difference between the parts. Now down here, the only difference between this person, the cymbals on the top line, is that they need to use beat 4 to prep for a full crash. These guys on the bottom line, they use their beat 4 to put in a nice sizzle suck. 1, lead, 2, lead, 3, lolly, 4, lead, rest, 2, lead, 3, lolly. Again, 1, lead, 2, lead, 3, lolly, 4, lead, 1, 2, lead, 3, lolly, 4, you're done. Okay? So pretty straightforward when you break it down in that regard. I repeated this a bunch of times so that maybe you can work it out for yourself and actually play along to what I have written out there. If you have any questions, by all means, let me know. This is probably the hardest groove, and we can break down the entire show this way, but if you break it down for yourself here, then you can turn around and you can do that for other parts as well too, and all of a sudden a lot of the mystery will come out of it. So if you have any questions, hit me up, and hopefully I'll talk to you soon. Bye.